Hey, what's up, guys? It's Shining Polaris. I am going to talk about the show that just ended. This was Multiverse United 2, which is a show where they bring Impact Wrestling and New Japan talent together. I absolutely love when they do this. I was fortunate enough to go to the first two shows. The first one was in Dallas of last year. The second was this year in Los Angeles, and tonight was in Philadelphia. They always have a lot of really cool, fun matches, and I just knew the card was going to be great. So I was absolutely going to watch it. They had a lot of matches, so I'm not going to go through every one. I'll just talk about the ones that I thought were really cool. So I was surprised. I want to talk about the women's match. This was the only women's match that was on the card, and it was actually probably the match I was looking forward to the most. And I was actually surprised. I thought they were going to put this more towards the end. This was the third match in, I believe. But this was the 4-way for the New Japan Strong women's title. So the champion is Julia, really popular wrestler from Stardom. Another Stardom wrestler, I think her name was Momo or something. I'm sorry. I don't actually watch Stardom, but I see a lot of it through clips and stuff that I follow, on Twitter, and I know they have the best women's wrestling in the world, so I really should watch that. As for Impact talent was Deanna and Giselle. So of course, watching that, I already knew all these 4 women. They're very talented, and it was really cool. Just off the bat, you hear the crowd already chanting for their excitement for this. There was, I don't even know what to say. I mean, it was a really good match. I had a feeling, of course, that Julia was going to retain this because I think she just recently won that Strong title, and I think they said this was her first defense, or maybe they're just saying that was in the U.S. I'm not sure, but regardless, she just recently won it, and of course, I'm very sure the promotion want to promote her as a very strong champion. But you got Deanna and Giselle there, which are some of the top knockouts out there. So you knew this was a really good match. Julia won the match. Afterwards, you had. Again, I'm sorry, I don't remember her name. Moa, I believe, attacked her. And there was a second where she was kind of waiting in the middle. Julia, when she was waiting in the middle of the ring, kind of maybe waiting for someone to come out. And I was really hoping that it was going to be Trinity, because Trinity was not on this show at all and not advertised for it. And I was like, oh man, that would be really epic if she came out and, just acknowledge each other and maybe had that match down. But none of that happened. So I don't know, I've always said that Impact Wrestling have some of the best women wrestling right now. And I just don't, since Impact worked with New Japan so much, I don't know why they don't work more with Stardom. And I think maybe that's because of the promotion. Maybe they don't do that often or whatever. But man, if we could have more Stardom and knockouts wrestling matches, I mean, you would literally have some of the best women's wrestling ever anywhere. So hope to see that in the future. But like I said, I was kind of disappointed I didn't see a Trinity on this show at all. But anywho, another match that I really enjoyed, this was just a fun match, was, and unfortunately I didn't even know this was on the card, Sami Callihan versus Adoki. And you know that Sammy is a hardcore wrestler, so I was like, okay, they're just gonna have a regular wrestling match. And no, he immediately got on the microphone and said, let's make this a South Philly street fight match. Doki was like, yeah. So they got it on, right? It was just a fun match. A lot of crazy spots on especially on chairs, on tables, whatever. They just did everything you expect to be in these type of matches. Just a fun thing to I think it was actually right in the middle of the show. So like I said, good break for the people watching. From their really serious matches to something really fun. So Sami Callihan won that match, and it was all good. The other match I was really looking forward to, that was the really big six person each side, so 12 men tag match. This was the current Bullet Club versus a whole bunch of other people. So what I liked about this, because almost every wrestler that I like is on here. I will say, and I'll admit, I'm not 100% on board with the brand new Bullet Club, but I do like Ace and Bay a lot. So there you go. And then the other side, I like everybody on there. So the other side, you had PCO, Gorillas of Destiny, one of my favorite tag teams ever, ELP, and DKC, I think that's his name, another person on there. So yeah, so just having all those people there, like it was a crazy match. Like it was just so many people on there, but I basically just wanted to watch it for Gorillas of Destiny. So yeah, just to see, like I said, unfortunately I don't watch that much New Japan anymore. I don't follow the current Bullet Club. So I will say it was a cool picture to see all the new Bullet Club there, and they like have all the gold. So at least that looks good. But they have to do a little bit more to have me grow on them a little bit, because it's all about Bullet Club Gold anyway. So yeah, so that match just went all over the place, and it was just again another fun match to watch if you just want to see many people as you want as possible. PCO super over as always. He don't match anybody in that at all, and yet like he had like tons of cheers. So there you go, PCO, and he's still high flying at like 60. I don't know how he does it. But Bullet Club, right? Bullet Club, they won that match, and yeah, there you go. And it was just it was I won't have to watch that again, because like I said, it was really crazy. Let's see, another match was it was a tag team match. This was Lio Rush and Trey Miguel versus Mike Bailey and Hiromu Takahashi. And this is another match a lot of people were watching. Obviously, Hiromu is very, very popular. So this was like the co-main event basically, and it was the two tag teams. Let me just tell you, I forgot to make this point. I think Impact Wrestling basically won almost every single match in here. That's what I was like, wait, like, that's the only little thing? Like, I know people are going to probably say that, like, really? Impact won, like, all their matches? Like, yeah, they did. So some people were like, oh, yeah, why is New Japan jumping out? I'm not sure what they weren't, but I'm saying that Impact basically won all their matches on this card. So, with that being said, with this match right here, so you have the super ultra babyface team that everyone loves, which is Mike Bailey and Hiromu Takahashi, versus Miguel and Rio, who are like really hardcore heels. This was a fun match. I would recommend watching it, because everyone was giving it all this match. You already know how crazy Mike Bailey is. Yeah, it was actually very surprising to me that it was Lio Rush. He cheated, but he I think he did a low blow to Hiromu, and then he won. He pinned Hiromu, and I was like, really? And he won. I was like, so I don't know if this is because of the angle they have next. So immediately after, Leo had the microphone, and he wanted to challenge Hiromu for his IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. So, but I don't know. I just felt like that's the only thing I didn't like. I didn't like that Rush won that we won that match. So they look like they agreed on it. I don't know when that's gonna happen. I don't know if that's good. That's probably gonna happen on New Japan show, right? I mean, it would be great if it happened at like Bound for Glory or something, but we'll see. But yeah, that was the only thing I didn't like, because I was like, oh yeah, for sure, Hiromu is going to pin, I don't know, Trey, right? Because Hiromu and Rush are both a champion, so I was like, okay, he's probably going to pin Trey, because Trey's not a champion. But no, that didn't happen. So New Japan lost that match. So yeah, they basically lost every match except they had one match, which was United Empire versus TMDK. Obviously, both are New Japan, so Impact couldn't win that. And then the women's match, which Julia won. But I think all of them, if I'm correct, so there you go. They did. I think that was the only two that they won. because the main event, which was for the Impact World Championship, this was Alex Shelley versus Tanahashi. And they've been kind of building this up, you know, with the student teacher relationship and all, and obviously you cannot dislike the Ace, all right? Like there was a lot of criticism about him, especially after Forbidden Door. Remember, it was him versus MJF, and yeah, he looked a little like sluggish on there, but you have to understand he's an older guy, but regardless, he's still one of the best wrestlers like ever, for real. And I like that, you know, the commentary team made it a point to say that many times, because I watched it. He did. I think he looked better in this match than, let's say, the Forbidden Door one. It was, yeah, I mean, it was really good throughout. There was a lot of like submissions, a lot of mat wrestling. That's what I'm trying to say. In this, but I was joking with my friends as I was texting. I was like, that would be funny if Tanahashi won this, you know? but you obviously knew that it was going to be Alex Shelley. He's retaining. So at the end, he did, and he retained it. I watched all the way through because I was hoping something extra would happen at the end, but it didn't. So it just ended with a high note, with Alex Shelley retaining his championship, and there you go. So if you can, I think this pay-per-view, just letting you know, this pay-per-view was $20. It was on Fight TV. If you have a chance to watch it, I would totally watch it. Like I said, it was a lot of good, like, fun matches on this whole show. So all right, I was just trying to keep this very short and quick here. So one of my few Impact videos I make. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I will see you at my next video, which will probably be Dynamite. So there you go. All right, see you later, and bye.